Alright YouTube, so I am a couple of days late to making this video. Part of that is because I was waiting for some better quality images. So far, the only images we have from this art exhibition for the Final Fantasy VII Remake concept art is just like from like a camera or a cell phone or something. We don't have actual like high quality images. And yes, you heard me correctly, concept art. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. We were under the impression it was going to be like in-game screenshots and shit like that. And this is still technically that. We have like character models. We have a bunch of locations, which are technically in-game screenshots because these are locations and characters that are going to be in the game. There are 8 concept art images. One of them is the character models for Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, and the other 7 are environmental locations. I'll be completely honest as well, I don't entirely know what all these locations are, but I do know most of them. So here we have the first image of these 8 pictures. The top right image to me looks like it could either be something from a Mako reactor, or potentially that kind of like support beam, or tower thing that you guys climb up to try to stop like Shinra from blowing it up to drop the plate above. I'm leaning more towards this than the Mako reactor. Here we have another angle. The bottom left is 100% Aerith's house. I was going to read an article about this, but they referred to it as Tifa's house. And if they can't get something that simple right, I didn't want to reference the article at all. As you can see right here, this is Tifa's house. Her staircase going upstairs is on the right, and the kitchen's kind of in front of you to like the left, sort of. And right here with Aerith's house from the original game, there's the doorway that you come through, the round table right in the middle of the room, staircase going upstairs directly across from the doorway, across the room, and you have the kitchen to your right. If we super zoom on the concept art image, you can see that there's the round table in the middle of the room, clearly a doorway to our right, and that puts the kitchen to the right of the doorway, and then across, all the way across the room from the doorway is the stairs going upstairs. Definitely Aerith's house. If we look at the concept art to the right of Aerith's house, I can't quite tell what it is. It looks like it might be something Shinra related. Maybe the Shinra building you guys go into before like you kind of exit Midgar and go to the open world. You guys go through the whole Shinra building, and then you eventually escape. If we super zoom in on it, it still looks like something Shinra related to me. Now in the background, I can't tell if that object is either in the building or outside of a window. It sort of looks like the Shinra building from like the iconic cover of the game, maybe. So now we have the pictures from this angle, which we've already looked at the top right one, so this is right next to that. This is obviously the church where you meet Aerith, and I had somebody correct me in one of my recent videos for Final Fantasy VII Remake. You don't actually meet Aerith in the church, you meet her in the, the flower girl at the very beginning of the game, when you're escaping the Mako reactor. Fucking blow me, dude. You don't actually meet her there. You are introduced to her there, you don't actually meet her and get to know her until the church scene. Now if we want to take a closer look at the one next to the church image right here, you can't quite tell what it is. This could be anything. This could be indoors or outdoors. It could be somewhere on the outdoors of Midgar. Looks like it might be possibly in like a Mako reactor or something right here. This right here looks like a character model for Cloud to me. You can see some blonde. You get the shape of a body. There's space between these right here that look like legs. And this definitely looks like a sword. Don't know what it is exactly. And then same thing right here. We never really get a good look at this far top left image. It could be indoors or outdoors. Potentially in a Mako reactor as well. It could be an alleyway in Midgar. Who fucking knows? And then with the final image, we have the close-up of Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse's character models, and then we have the image right next to it. Can't tell what it is, man. It's just generic rubble. We can't tell what it is that is destroyed. There's several times throughout the game where shit gets destroyed, so it could be any part of the game. I'm assuming by all these images, it's something kind of earlier, so it could be one of the Mako reactor destructions, could be the tower scene that I was talking about earlier. Who knows? Here we have a close-up of their character models. The thing is, man, it's kind of hard to care about this. Like, in the original game, they were important characters, but at the very same time, they were minor characters. They didn't get a whole lot of screen time. I think some of them died during, like, the tower scene I was talking about earlier where the plate drops. 1 or 2 of them die or something like that. They don't get a whole lot of screen time. They never get, like, a character development story. So it's kind of hard for me to care about this, but it is still cool. And I do believe with the remake, they are going to flesh these characters out more. Look, this wasn't quite what we thought it was going to be. On paper, it makes sense, though. This was an art exhibition thing, celebrating the 30 years of Final Fantasy, so concept art for FF7 Remake just kind of makes sense. But it was still cool. At least it's something, man. Like, at least we have something for this game, even if it's just concept art images. From the looks of things, it looks like they're pretty far into, like, the first portion of the game, at least. They have, Aerith's house. You don't go to Aerith's house for quite a bit, a couple hours in the game or something like that. So they seem to be kind of far, at least. And comparing Aerith's house from the original game to the image we have right here is so awesome to see, like, the high-quality image, what it would look like in real life compared to the PS1 graphics and shit. If you guys happen to know what some of these were that I didn't know, like the ones that I wasn't quite sure what the images were, if you know what they are, let me know in the comments below. If I happen to get something wrong, which I don't think I did, but if I happen to, be sure and correct your boy in the comments. As I said earlier, I am a couple of days late to making this video, but I was waiting around for some better, higher quality images, and I just couldn't find any, and I was like, man, we gotta talk about this. It's been several days. And if you guys happen to know where there is some better quality, high quality images, maybe something released by Square Enix themselves or something like that, let me know for sure, because I want a better look at them. I won't make another video about it, but just let me know. Anyways, my dudes, that's the video. Wasn't quite what we thought it was going to be. We were all kind of hoping for in-game screenshots. It wasn't that, but still, concept art is something I look forward to. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid. Links to my social networks are in the description. And in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, quit acting like a baby, or at least less like